Hello and welcome to Lone Giraffe Wrestling. I am Harry Anderson, the Lone Giraffe, and in this video we shall be exploring the top 5 most dangerous finishers of all time. Having a finisher that looks both amazing and impactful is an essential element to each and every wrestler. However, some of these moves have been slightly overlooked when it comes down to how safe they actually are. In fact, some wrestlers have finishers that have proven time and time again to be deadly to both themselves and others, and these are the moves we're going to explore in this video. The following list is simply my opinion, and if you hate it, well...
Let me break it down for you, because I've got 2 words for you. Suck it!
So without any further ado, here are the top 5 most dangerous finishers of all time. Number 1, the Flying Headbutt. At number 1, sitting at the very top of my list, is possibly one of the most controversial finishing moves throughout wrestling history, the Flying Headbutt. There have been numerous wrestlers that have used this move on a regular basis, some of the top names being Harley Race, the Dynamite Kid, and Chris Benoit. The move is simple in design and deadly in nature, where an attacker would climb to the top turnbuckle and launch himself headfirst into a downed opponent. The damage caused to the superstar performing this maneuver is insane due to the level of impact the head and neck receive. From the 3 men listed that were popular with this move, Harley Race would stop using the move due to a buildup of injuries, the Dynamite Kid lost the use of his left leg and became bound to a wheelchair by 1997, and it's well documented that constant trauma to the head of Chris Benoit contributed to the tragic and unforgivable double murder-suicide of the Benoit family. In fact, it was later revealed that through this kind of trauma, Chris Benoit's brain resembled the brain of an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient. If those examples aren't enough to scare a wrestler off using the Flying Headbutt, I fear nothing ever will. Number 2, the Hulk Hogan leg drop. Next on this list is none other than the famed Hulk Hogan leg drop. Throughout Hulk Hogan's megastar run, when he wasn't flexing his 24-inch pythons, hulking up, or listening to the Hulkamaniacs running wild, Hulk Hogan would finish an opponent by bouncing off the ropes, leaping into the air, and landing on an opponent's face with his leg. All in all, this move doesn't seem any more dangerous than any other wrestling maneuver out there. However, using this move as a finish night after night for years on end led to some harsh realities for poor old Hulk Hogan. Constantly performing this move has caused immense damage to Hulk Hogan's tailbone and back, and has actually led to several surgeries purely because of this finisher. Hulk Hogan himself has stated that if he could change anything about his career, it would be to drop the Hulk Hogan leg drop. Number 3, the Piledriver. At number 3 on this list is the Piledriver. The Piledriver is a move where a wrestler will pick up and flip an opponent upside down before crashing their skull into the mat. Just by simply watching this brutal maneuver, it's easy to see why it's particularly dangerous, as one wrong move can easily lead to a devastating injury. For example, most famously when Owen Hart caught Stone Cold Steve Austin in the move, it did indeed break Stone Cold's neck.
Let's see what Austin can do with Eamon! No! How about that?
An injury which drastically changed Stone Cold's in-ring style for the rest of his career, and eventually even led to the end of it. Since then, the WWE has actually banned the move, with few exceptions to the likes of Kane and Undertaker, but if the move is dangerous enough to take out the rattlesnake himself, it's easy to see why it was banned. Number 4, the Bronco Buster. The Bronco Buster is a humiliating finishing move that belongs to the DX member X-Pac. In this finishing move, X-Pac would run and leap across the ring to an opponent seated in the corner and squash his poor opponent between the turnbuckle and, well, his genitals. For years, he would humiliate his rivals with this finish until one day the move portrayed him in an embarrassing injury that could make the toughest man cry, a teared anus. Competing in Jerry Lynn's retirement match, X-Pac attempted the Bronco Buster and missed, with his anus clashing with the buckle, leading to the devastating injury. And if a move can lead to a teared anus, it has earned a place on this list. Number 5, the Shooting Star Press. And last on this list is the insanely athletic move performed by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 19. The Shooting Star Press was a move that Brock Lesnar would sometimes perform at OVW, and is where the giant muscular beast would climb to the top turnbuckle before launching himself with a backflip towards an about to be destroyed opponent. This was also a move that Brock Lesnar had not really used whilst wrestling at Raw and SmackDown. However, in an attempt to add something extra special to his Mania match with advice from the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, Brock decided that against Kurt Angle at the grandest stage of them all would be the place to use it. However, this did indeed spell disaster for the mega athlete, and in front of thousands of live fans, had a landing that could have killed most men, by landing on his head, snapping his neck back and nearly breaking it. To go back and watch this near-death accident is still one of the most horrific wrestling botches of all time, securing the Shooting Star Press a place on this list. And that's the list. This has been Lone Giraffe Wrestling's top 5 most dangerous finishes of all time. If you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what dangerous finishes I missed in the comments. Until next time, have a nice day.